Welcome back to the Relaxing Ghost channel here on YouTube. As always, your host with the most, Ghost. And today we got a request from a subscriber. This is going to be the Championship DVD Collection. All the DVDs featured around WWE Championships. So, thank you. Keep sending in your suggestions, guys. It means a lot to me to see you guys' suggestions and things like that. And it's part of the channel and keeps the channel going and growing. So, let's get into the first DVD here. WWF Hardcore. This was a 2001 release, or maybe even 2000, but featured mainly around the Hardcore title. I absolutely love this DVD. You know, you got barbed wire, thumbtacks, the classic Hardcore title in all its glory. I just love the way this thing looks. You know, it's not the new refined 247 title, but you know, I'll always have a special spot for the Hardcore title. And I love the way this is done. You know, it looks like a piece of the cover was ripped off, and it's showing the interior here, the computer board or something. Caution, contains exclusive extras. Really nice spine. You know, I'm always a sucker for white covers and white spines. Really, really nice. So this isn't mainly the Hardcore title. It does have some, you know, other features and things like that, but it's mainly based around the Hardcore title. So again, the DVD is similar to the cover, where it's like a piece of the cover is ripped off and it's like the clear DVD underneath. Really, really cool. And the thing about this, we got Play Hard, Hard Breaks, chapters, and Extra Hard extras. So they go down like what is Hardcore. They go through Mick Foley, some early action, different Hardcore superstars, women. They go down by the river on St. Valentine's Day Massacre, different injuries, Battle Royal, which was Backlash 2000, Street Fight, Royal Rumble 2000. Pretty sure it was Royal Rumble 2000, right? Then we go 24/7, Memories, the APA, 50-foot fall, SummerSlam 2000, and then Mop It Up, which is Stephanie, Trish. Then Extra Hard, we got a lot of extras on here. From Hardcore Holly versus Bart Gunn, all the way down to, you know, WrestleMania 17, Backlash, and Judgment Day 2001. A lot of good stuff on here. Definitely recommend that one. Next up, the best of the Intercontinental Championship. Absolutely love the cover here, but this DVD is just trash. You know, I'm glad this was just a one-off. Only features like 5 matches on here between, you know, Shawn Michaels, who was, you know, the champion during this time, about an hour runtime. These are Coliseum videos re-released in like 2004, 2005. But, yeah. I don't even think I've watched that since I've bought it. And then we get into sets like this, where they really put their efforts in these next 3 sets here. And I wish they would have continued this format, but I do like how they did the other ones as well. I did recently review this, History of the WWE Championship Really, really well done. You know, we got matches from 1971 all the way through Vengeance of 2005. And then a favorite of many, the history of the IC title. I love the blue here. You know, personally, I'll always love this version of the IC. And this covers all the way from 1979 all the way to 2008 Raw, Jericho versus Jeff Hardy. And I like how they broke it up as well, the 80s, 90s, 2000s. You know, you got some classic matches on here, like Morocco versus Superfly, Greg Valentine versus Tito, Savage and Steamboat, and then Honky Tonk versus Warrior. Then we got Bret Hart, Bulldog, Mr. Perfect and the Bret Hart, Razor and Shawn, The Rock versus Austin, Triple H and The Rock, Chyna and Jeff Jarrett. And we go into, you know, current years, you know, Edge, Randy Orton, RVD and Jeff Hardy, Ric Flair and Triple H. Shit. The IC title DVD is probably the best of the three here. You know, when it comes to the digibook format DVDs. Just, you know, who's who of former IC champs. Then the World Heavyweight title. Very controversial DVD, but beautiful packaging. I absolutely love it. Comes with a mini documentary. I don't find it, you know, that controversial myself. Pretty much when it goes from WCW withdrawing from the NWA, the way they word it, it kind of like, the way they word it, it's like when Ric Flair went to the WWE in 1991, they kind of say it left WCW without a champion, and then WCW withdrew from the NWA and they had to come up with their own champion. They could have worded it better, yes, but I don't think this is a bad documentary. They do cover a lot of history here with, you know, Lou Thez, Buddy Rogers, the earlier champions like Dory Funk, Jack Briscoe, Harley Race, and Ric Flair. And they cover some of the other champions like Gene Kiniski and other guys like that were pioneers. And again, you know, love the format. We got NWA, WCW, and then WWE. So I think what people get confused of the World Heavyweight title is that WWE did not continue the lineage of WCW's world title. They created their own World Heavyweight Championship based on the world title from WCW. It's not the same history, it's its own history, and I think that's why people get a bit confused. It's a sister title, it branches off of the WWE title and the world title, but it's its own history, it's its own thing. It's not nowhere related. But we do have some great matches here. We got Vader and Simmons, Vader and Steamboat, Hogan and Flair, Sting and Hogan, Hogan and Goldberg, and we got The Rock versus Jericho, Kurt Angle and The Undertaker, Triple H and RVD, Triple H and Shawn Michaels. Got a triple threat here. Jeff Hardy versus Edge. Really, really good stuff here. I always like that DVD. I love all three of those DVDs. Then we get into a couple released from the past couple of years. U.S. title, Legacy of Greatness. This one would have looked really nice had they continued the digibook format, but I still like the way this is done. Don't really like the cover, but, you know, that could always be argued. We got, you know, 5 of the greatest U.S. champions here. Luger, Steamboat, Booker T, Ric Flair, and John Cena. Got the original U.S. title. And Harley Race was the first ever U.S. champion. So the weird thing here is, too, WWE continues the lineage of the United States Championship when they bring it back. But they don't continue the lineage of the World Heavyweight title. They create their own history, which is weird, right? Because they acquired both titles, but I don't think they had the rights to the World Heavyweight title lineage. They don't own a lot of that footage, which is why I think they wanted to create their own lineage. They own some of it from the Crockett era, Mid-Atlantic era, but they don't own a lot of that old NWA stuff. But this is a really good DVD. Only 7 hours. I believe it was also released on Blu-ray. And this one goes from 1978 all the way till 2015. So again, we got from Mid-Atlantic, WCW, and WWE. Got a good shot there of Steamboat, Sting on disc 1, Bret Hart and Daniel Bryan. I'll have to review some of these on their own because there's just a lot to cover. And finally, history of the Hardcore title, 24/7. I'm definitely going to look back at this one and review it on its own. Since WWE brought this new title out, the 24/7 Championship. Again, only 7 hours. There's still a lot to give there. But, you know, just classic moments from the days of the Hardcore title. So this covers pretty much the complete run of the Hardcore Championship. And always love that disc art. So, really cool classic stuff like the birth of the Hardcore title, Mankind versus Ken Shamrock, got the Mississippi River there, St. Valentine's Day Massacre. Then we get into, you know, Crash Holly as champion with the 24/7. We got the Lethal Weapon, Hardcore on the grandest stage, Raven, Kane, Big Show. Big Show versus Chris Jericho. Then 2001 was really good for this with Rhino and Raven. Yeah, Backlash 2001. Check that match out. That was also on the WWF DVD as well. Got the match from Invasion, a few matches on Raw. Undertaker, RVD, I always liked that match. Taker, underrated Hardcore champ. Yeah, Undertaker versus Maven. And then we got the return of 24/7 very briefly. And the Hardcore unification match here versus RVD and Tommy Dreamer. The end of an era. So it wasn't around that long, but the Hardcore title, one of my favorites. Let me know your thoughts on these guys. If you'd like to see them reviewed more in depth, a few of these other ones, comment down below. Thanks for sending in the suggestions. We'll talk to you later. Peace.